For Poland Daily News, I'm Phil Goss. Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki took part in an extraordinary video summit of the European Council regarding the pandemic, and more specifically, the vaccines and border restrictions. The head of the Polish government, together with the prime ministers of other countries, will put pressure on the European Commission to execute signed contracts with pharmaceutical companies.
The situation with vaccines is of the highest priority and will be the main topic of today's deliberations. Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki, along with prime ministers of other countries, put pressure on the European Commission to execute signed and approved vaccine agreements. A meeting of the Visegrad Group took place last week in Krakow with European Council President Charles Michel, where they discussed issues surrounding vaccines. Today's meeting also addressed these same matters.
The Polish National Foundation has joined the fight against the coronavirus since the beginning of the pandemic. In addition to several dozen initiatives in Poland, the foundation supports those in need in Belarus, this time in the Grodno region, where Caritas will distribute hygiene products such as masks, gloves, and hand sanitizers.
Polish National Front reacted very quickly and joined in the struggle against COVID-19 in Poland. We financed the purchase of diagnostic equipment, an ambulance, hand sanitizers for hospitals, hospices, and nursing homes, and labs where COVID-19 swabs were analyzed. We also co-financed the development of a Polish ventilator. In cooperation with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we organized convoys with personal protective equipment to Belarus, Georgia, Lithuania, and Ukraine. Infectious diseases don't know what borders are, so we decided to meet the request made to us by Caritas in the Grodno region in Belarus. We are happy that our help will reach those who, for various reasons, aren't able to safeguard their own health and life. The help won't only reach Poles, but also Belarusians, Russians, Jews, Roma, because these are the people I've met there, and at many occasions I've had the opportunity to talk to them. For me, the most important thing is that we preserve unity.
A new skyscraper in Warsaw has officially become the tallest building in the European Union. Its developer announced that workers have finished the process of mounting an 80-meter-tall spire, bringing the total height of the building to over 310 meters.
The skyscraper, expected to open in early 2022, is supposed to have a special viewing deck and 2 high-speed glass elevators that will transport guests at a speed of 8 meters per second, according to a press release. On top of rental office space, the top floors of the building will house restaurants and bars overlooking Warsaw's city center with its ever-growing cluster of skyscrapers. Despite its unique architecture and the fact that it is now taller than London's Shard and Frankfurt's Commerzbank Tower, some ambitious plans for the project have been hampered due to the coronavirus pandemic, according to the Slovak developer HB Reavis. Project manager Maciej Olczyk stated construction and rentals have both slowed down or been put on hold due to the spread of COVID-19. As with the whole economy, the office rental space industry had a tough time last year. Many potential decisions by renters were suspended or postponed until later. But we are convinced that our building is so special and our project is according to the highest standards, so the renters will come back and they will still be interested in renting office space here. Mr. Olczyk added that the pandemic hit hardest during the first wave when many services were put on hold, but that adjustments have since been made to ensure a safe work environment. When it comes to the changes in the rental market, it seems like there is no clear influence of the coronavirus on that. Companies are still treating this as a temporary situation, and everyone is looking to return to normalcy like it was before the pandemic. Adjustments to office spaces include additional ventilation and more regular cleaning of ventilation systems, protective screens at reception desks, contactless solutions like motion sensor lights and doors, and frequent cleaning of common areas.
Tsunami trash has covered some of Rio de Janeiro's beaches, leaving once pristine coastlines completely engulfed in everything from plastic bags and bottles to doll heads and dead fish. Brazilian environmentalists warn that the situation is becoming increasingly dire.
On a tour of a beach just 20 kilometers from Rio's iconic Copacabana, environmental protection activist Ricardo Gomez explained the gravity of the situation as he tried to clean up some of the waste on Ilha de Catalão. These are the 8 million tons of plastic that reach the ocean each year, suffocating marine life and threatening the existence of man on the planet. Gomez is the president of Brazilian environmental protection group Mar Urbano Institute, and his campaign to save Rio's beaches garnered international attention when World Surfing champion Kelly Slater shared Gomez's videos of plastic waste on the surfer's Instagram feed.
Isso é crime.
This is a crime. It's not just a crime against the city of Rio de Janeiro. It's not a crime only against the population of Rio de Janeiro. People of Rio de Janeiro do what we do to the oceans is a global crime.
Global.
The situation has deteriorated significantly in recent years, with environmental organizations blaming an increase in takeout restaurant food, as well as a sharp rise in waste management costs.
70% de todo esse plástico.
70% of all this plastic here on the beach is made up of single-use plastic, from disposable containers to plastic cups and food containers, and we can change that. We can buy food in a restaurant that doesn't use plastic containers. We can reduce the consumption of plastic within our homes and within our own lives.
A gente pode.
According to Oceana Brazil's report, the South American country throws some 325,000 tons of plastic into the sea, affecting some 100 coastal lagoons of the Rio de Janeiro state coast.
For Poland Daily News, I'm Phil Goss. Good night.